Labour TD for Limerick City, Jan O'Sullivan is calling on the official No campaign to condemn the callous use of white crosses in Donegal. Read more. The referendum on the 8th Amendment to the Constitution of Ireland takes place on Friday, May 25. During the final week of the campaign, Hot Press is bringing you home for Yes, a series of interviews with Irish emigrants scattered around the globe, who are returning to their native soil to vote yes. From Japan to Canada, England to America, we meet the heroes, who are traveling from far and wide in the name of social and political change. We salute them, and wish them bon voyage. See you in Ireland. Read more over the coming days, as we move closer to an historic opportunity for the people of Ireland to get rid of an archaic part of the Constitution. We'll be sharing the words of singers, artists, filmmakers, authors and more, who are urging people to vote for repeal. Read more. Professor Louise Kenny, an obstetrician who's witnessed firsthand the fatal consequences of the 8th Amendment, has emerged as one of the repeal campaign's most persuasive voices. She talks to Stuart Clark about dirty tricks, religious dogma dressed up as expert medical opinion, and what needs to be done to secure a yes vote on May 25. Read more. Speaking at the launch of the latest Labour posters in the referendum to repeal the 8th Amendment, Labour Party leader Brendan Howlin said yesterday that only a yes vote on the 25th of May can deliver a change to our laws, and ensure that our women are no longer exported, but treated with care and compassion in Ireland. Read more. A remarkable 1,200 Irish scientists have signed a letter calling for the repeal of the 8th Amendment to the Constitution, including many of our most eminent academics. Read more. The pop-up shop opened in Temple Bar last night with hundreds of people queuing in advance. Read more. Europe began to change in earnest in Paris, in 1968, when students and workers united in defiance of the French right, and in opposition to the dead hand of patriarchy. A lot has changed in Ireland in the interim, but repealing the 8th is the next vital step towards freedom. Read more over the coming days, as we move closer to an historic opportunity for the people of Ireland to get rid of an archaic part of the Constitution. We'll be sharing the words of singers, artists, filmmakers, authors and more, who are urging people to vote for repeal. Read more. Supporters of the repeal movement once again showed their dedication and determination to the cause, as Temple Bar was packed out with queues for the relaunch of the limited repeal jumpers. Read more. The government has outlined a series of measures planned to improve supports for women and reduce crisis pregnancies, as they continued their campaign for a yes vote in the referendum on May 25. Read more. Bob Geldof, Tracy Thorne, Tom Dunn, Steve Walls, Nick Seymour and Sharon Horgan are encouraging men to stand by women and vote yes to repealing the 8th. Read more over the coming days, as we move closer to an historic opportunity for the people of Ireland to get rid of an archaic part of the Constitution. We'll be sharing the words of singers, artists, filmmakers, authors and more, who are urging people to vote for repeal. Read more. With just 9 days to go until Irish citizens will be voting on the removal of the 8th Amendment from the Constitution, Labour Senator Ivana Bojik has said that voting yes on May 25 is the only way to deal with so-called hard cases, and to show real compassion to women and their families. Read more. Opponents of the 8th Amendment have been battling for over 34 years to remove from the Constitution a deeply insulting and paternalistic clause that equates the rights of a woman with those of an embryo. The hope is that honesty, reason and gentle persuasion can win the day. Oh, and a soupçon of home truths. Read more over the coming days, as we move closer to an historic opportunity for the people of Ireland to get rid of an archaic part of the Constitution. We'll be sharing the words of singers, artists, filmmakers, authors and more, who are urging people to vote for repeal. Read more. With just than 2 weeks to go to the referendum on repealing the 8th Amendment, Labour TD Jan O'Sullivan has said it is important that voters keep women's health at the forefront of their minds. Read more over the coming days, as we move closer to an historic opportunity for the people of Ireland to get rid of an archaic part of the Constitution. We'll be sharing the words of singers, artists, filmmakers, authors and more, who are urging people to vote for repeal. Read more by canvassing for a yes vote in the abortion referendum. Women on both sides of the border will advance the cause of freedom in Northern Ireland, as well as the Republic. Read more. With just over a fortnight left to polling day, the artistic community and beyond is uniting to urge Irish men and women alike to vote yes. Read more. A statement reads, "It is with regret we announce that the below event, scheduled tomorrow, Friday the 4th of May, is postponed in light of the sad news that Monica Barnes has died. Thank you for your understanding." Read more. Members of the Fine Gael party pressing for a yes vote in the upcoming referendum on the 8th Amendment will, this Friday morning, be joined by Fine Gael TDs of 1983 to discuss the need for repeal. Read more. The displaying of large images, purporting to show fetuses before abortion, is a new low in the ongoing referendum campaign, a Fine Gael TD has said. Read more. As the repeal referendum comes into view, the No campaign's unscrupulous tactics have become apparent. Facebook still haven't addressed the abuse of their platform, Mazur's Project mural has been removed, and the Catholic Church have reverted to their utterly predictable conservatism. You'd say it's been an eventful fortnight. Read more. Jan O'Sullivan has referred the removal of Labour Party posters on the referendum to repeal the 8th to The Guardian. Limerick City. Read more. The removal of the Mazur repeal the 8th mural at the Project Arts Centre is being described as an affront to democracy and freedom of expression. Read more. The Repeal the 8th movement has been strengthened by the news that the Irish Congress of Trade Unions is now vocally supporting the campaign. Read more. Labour Party spokesperson on disability, Kathleen Lynch, has welcomed Inclusion Ireland joining the Together for Yes civil society group to repeal the 8th Amendment. Read more. The Minister for Health, Simon Harris, has announced his so-called approval of the general scheme of the legislation, which the government would propose if the 8th Amendment is repealed. Read more. Simon Coveney now says he's publicly backing repeal the 8th. Read more. The 8 app will keep users informed of upcoming events regarding the repeal movement. Read more. Minister of State Jim Daly, who is a practicing Catholic, says abortion is an everyday reality, and legislators have a duty of care to respond to the reality. Read more. Ireland is falling behind in its efforts to protect itself from cybercriminals and state-sponsored cyber warfare. Read more. After dragging its feet, the government has confirmed that a referendum to repeal the 8th Amendment will be finally held in early summer. Read more. Labour Party leader, Brendan Howlin TD, has welcomed the decision to proceed with a referendum on the 8th Amendment in May, but has said that government needs to provide clear rationale for the departure from the recommendation of the Oireachtas Committee. Read more. A member of the Oireachtas Committee on the 8th Amendment has called for the Taoiseach to unequivocally commit to holding a referendum to repeal the 8th Amendment in the month of May. Read more. It's imperative that the Minister for Health brings in regulations to ensure that rogue crisis pregnancy agencies are no longer able to give dangerous advice to vulnerable women, urges Labour Party spokesperson on health promotion, Martina Giannacchi. Read more. Labour Party leader Brendan Howlin has said that the Cabinet has little or no freedom for manoeuvre on the nature of the abortion referendum it has committed to hold. Read more. The Labour Party leader Brendan Howlin has called for an all-party approach in the Oireachtas on the passage of the abortion referendum bill. Read more. A new short film shows behind the scenes of the Citizens' Assembly. Read more. If there is one thing that Philomena Canning of Midwives for Choice would like you to know, it's this: the 8th Amendment is not just about abortion. Read more. In an extraordinary war of words, Sinn Féin TD Owen O'Brien has publicly criticised his party colleague Peter Toibin for sensationally claiming that the Oireachtas committee set up to examine the Eighth Amendment law has shown favouritism towards the pro-choice stance. Read more. 7 vigils have been scheduled across various counties on October 28 to commemorate the 5th anniversary of the passing of Savita Halappanavar. Read more.